Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to the man cave here at 2A Acres. Something new to show you today. Talk about another firearm. Say firearm. I've had a itch for a shotgun, and I'm not really a shotgun person. I've had a few. Remington 870. I had an old Smith & Wesson autoloader. I don't even remember the model number. Long time ago. I'm a rifle guy. Got the pistols, but primarily I'm a rifleman. Home defense shotgun just sounds great. Have around. That noise, that's going to scare anyone off. I don't give a fuck who you are. My kids are more into shotguns than me. Two of my children shoot trap. My oldest has an 870, which is universally a great weapon. He uses it to hunt deer and shoot trap. Recently I got him a nice breacher barrel for it for home defense. My daughter has a Italian autoloader. She's a little particular about her firearm. She's shooting 20 gauge. My son's shooting 12. But looking around it, and really I had my heart set on an 870 tactical defense, and they're just not out there, not affordable. I ended up doing a little bit of research because there's a lot of budget 12 gauge home defense guns out there. ATA makes one. What I ended up settling on is a Stevens. Stevens is a company owned by Savage, and actually this model 320 Security, I've seen this model marketed under the Stevens name and the Savage name. I believe it is made in China. Yeah, but the quality doesn't seem too bad. I've already taken a pot, I've shot it. We're gonna tie that video in. I just went outside, it's really cold, and turned a coffee can, well, it was a chock full of nuts can. I made it chock full of double odd buck. Quick video, just blasting it off a snow-covered wood pile. But either way, let's talk about this. 18.5-inch barrel, the minimum allowed under the National Firearms Act. And there's a story about that. Why? It's funny. Rifles are allowed 16 inch, but shotguns are 18.5. Someday I'll get into that. Just goes to the incompetence of the federal government. It's your standard pump action. The action itself, looking at it with the rotating bolt design, it seems to be somewhat of a clone of the action from the Winchester 1300, which I don't believe they've made in many, many years now. But that seems to be, even the feeding seems to be a 1300, Winchester 1300, and we don't really expect Stevens or Savage to come up with an original design. The stock is, it's a polymer stock, very lightweight. I kind of like it. The length of pull is a bit short, but for a sub $200, or I'm sorry, sub $300 shotgun, it's not going to be perfect. It does not have a choke. It's a full cylinder bore, so you can shoot whatever you want out of it. You can shoot slugs. This is not a sporting shotgun. It's not, you're not gonna go shoot clay pigeons. You're not gonna, I imagine you could hunt with it, but the idea of this shotgun is to have it handy, ready to use. ready to make that noise and scare off whoever the fuck's fucking with you. I like it. It's not an heirloom gun. It's a cheap 12 gauge security firearm. And I think it's going to serve its purpose well. It does have a brass bead. Shotguns for forever had just a bead. I believe there is a model out there I seen with a peep sight. I don't believe that's necessary. It is tapped for an optic if you need to. I don't think it's necessary, and realistically, how much money are you going to put into a $300 shotgun? Actually, the owner of the gun shop gave me a couple boxes of double odd buck with it, so I mean, that's $25 worth of value. But the last video I did about the Ruger 870, I had a woman who actually shared my video and made a bunch of comments. In the video I said that, you know, sometimes I'm a weak man, I buy a firearm, and my ATM card hates me for it. I'd like to clarify, because she was claiming that I was irresponsible and overdrafting my account by buying firearms. I don't buy anything if I can't afford it, because I'm a responsible adult. I use my ATM card because once it's out of the account, I don't need to worry about it. It's paid for. Nobody's chasing me for money. Everything I own, every one of these motorcycles, I pay for with cash or an ATM card, so that I know it's done. I don't own anything that I can't afford. Now, I happen to know who this woman is, and she's very financially irresponsible, which is why she has absolutely nothing and no prospect in life. But I want to clarify that, just for the record, but that's not what this video is about. Video's about the little Stevens here. It's not an investment gun, and guns are not always a great investment. I just like them. There is some that are a great investment. They don't typically go up in value unless they're very rare, very old, or have some kind of historical significance to it. Like, for example, there's a firearm in there that's a 3-digit 1911. There's some historical significance to that firearm that would bring the value up, at least to me. Maybe not to anybody, but it's not something I can ever envision getting rid of. So it's just a cool firearm. Alright, I believe I recorded that video where I shot the coffee can with the double odd in slow motion. I don't know if the redhead can speed it up, or maybe it's just cool or slow motion. We're going to tie it in, see what you like. Either way, Second Amendment, people have died to defend it. Like, share, and subscribe.